There. Ha! It's seriously an issue for us. Leg day today. So I did like 3 sets of 30 reps of sumo squats with the 3, 2, 3, 0 tempo. The 0 didn't last, let me be for real. But I think I'm just extra hungry today after that. And then we still had good mornings, 3 sets of 20, and then I had barbell lunges, but I didn't do those because I was going to die. I was so hungry by that part. Good. Yeah, let's go. No! Yeah. There you go.
Alright, there's checkered flag.
Yes. Oh, my car is jacked up. Are y'all? Now here comes the good part. I went at that early. I can't drive. My car is jacked up. Oh. Oh no, here they come. I can't drive at all. I'm super... Do any of the gears work? Alright, let's see who's coming behind us. Oh, here they come. Oh, jeez. Lord have mercy. Oh, good Lord. God. Our car is so dry. I can't do anything. I feel very attacked right now. Oh my God! Good God! I'm upside down. You were pulling me upside down. Good God, where's my phone? I've got to record this. The fucking murder and death. I swear. Yeah, well, I'm fully dead now. Yeah, no, you guys have fully killed me.
Introducing the Hide and Seek from Bellroy. A traditional wallet on the outside, it hides a few tricks on the inside.
Bugatti has done it again. Just when you thought the combustion engine had peaked, with all future development shifting towards electrification, Bugatti announces a V16 engine. Yes, that is what it sounds like, and it's something we haven't seen in production cars in over 80 years. Bugatti was mad enough to develop a W16, putting it inside the only 16-cylinder production passenger cars of the 21st century, and they're still at it with a new V16 on the way. While confirmed specs are scarce, there's actually a lot we can learn from released images, so we'll dive into all the V16 details, but to truly understand this engine, we need to back up and understand how we got here, starting with the unique masterpiece that is Bugatti Veyron's W16 engine. So it all starts with the Bugatti Veyron, which had an 8.0-liter W16 engine. Essentially, this was 2 VR8s at a 90-degree angle, with these VR8s having a 15-degree angle between each cylinder bank. So we have quad turbochargers, and in the most potent version going in the Veyron Super Sport, this was making 1200 metric horsepower, 6400 RPM, 1500 Newton meters of torque from 3 to 5000 RPM with a red line of 6500 RPM. The big advantages here: tons of power, huge engine, very unique, quad turbo, double VR8 design, worthy of going into an elite level of supercar. Now, it's not exactly accurate to describe this engine style as compact, but putting 16 cylinders in this configuration versus, say, a V16 actually is pretty compact as far as the dimensions and the size of this engine. Alright, so as we go from the Veyron to the Chiron, how did this W16 evolve? And a lot of the specs look the same, right? It's still an 8-liter W16. You still have those 2 VR
Brittany Olive from Hazelgrove in the FE Dragster, also running a Hemi. That's in the rear. This is qualifiers number 2 in Brittany Olive and qualifier number 3, Aaron Betts. Dialed in, Brittany Olive dialed in at 670. Aaron Betts dialed in at 710. 710 over in the Rocket Lane is slower than 670. So the sedan you'll see take off first. Then it'll be up to Brittany. Probably one light, well, there will be one orange light difference between the two, and Brittany Olive will then take off in half-speed pursuit. Oh, this is going to be close, folks. I think the sedan's going to outlast a 7410, a 77410 at 185. And a 954 at 92.17 there. Brittany Olive there, I think she had some issues just off the start line, probably around at about half track there, about the 8th mile. And only recorded 92.17, whereas Aaron Betts stormed on through for a 741, best time that Aaron has run all day at 185 miles an hour. His previous best was 156. So he's gone nearly 30 miles an hour difference between his best run and this run. So, and this run was his best. So he'd be really, really pleased with that. So, Brittany Olive. Now, this is Supercharged Outlaws, and I think they might be on a Chicago shootout, which means that if it is, I'll find out of the meeting director, find out what it is. There's a qualifying. Chicago shootout to Supercharged Outlaws. Yeah, so it's the winner scores top points, and then whoever after 3 rounds of, because they all got to come out again. So you'll get to see them all you'll get to see them all 3 times. And that's the good part about a Chicago shootout, where you gain maximum points for a win. And we see Lindsay Churchill. Well, Lindsay hasn't done oh, there we go. Lindsay Churchill from Chifley, New South Wales. Dialed in with a 695. Well, his cars, he would have picked that. He hasn't run here today, but he's picked a 695 dial in. Tim Gruber over there in that little Queanbeyan Engine Services Ford Cortina, running a Ford 410 with his nephew, I think it's his nephew or cousin, Dave Gruber at the back here. Dave Gruber's a pretty tough competitor in Super Sedan, and I wouldn't be surprised if he was up at the pointy end of the field in the track championships, the Speed Addict Clothing championships we have here on a monthly basis, or as the weather gets cooler, probably on every second month. But anyway, that's the Gruber. He's been our number 2 qualifier. He's dialed in with a 755. Now, he's run a best of a 793, and now he's dialed in with a 755. Lindsay Churchill, so you'll see the little Cortina get the head start because it's slower. Lindsay Churchill, whom I went over to, he did a tour with a couple of other guys of New Zealand in 2006, and I was there for doing commentary duties for the 2006 Nationals, their New Zealand Drag Racing Association, NZDRA, and Lindsay Churchill and a couple of other guys. Here we go, there goes Tim. Oh, I don't think, no, Lindsay's not going to make it. No, Tim Gruber goes through for a 766 at 169, best run all day. Lindsay Churchill there, a 732 on his 695, so he was a bit off song there, a bit late getting out of the hole too. A .192 reaction time for Lindsay Churchill, and a 0.41. If you're going to leave, if you're going to race and you want to leave pretty sharp, you want to at least 1 0 in front of your number. So if you get a 00, it makes it very harder for your opposition if they don't do the same. But great win there by Tim Gruber. Bruno Madajasevic from Donga. This will be the HG, the yellow car. Been a really, really reliable car for Bruno. He comes up here a lot in it too. He's our #1 qualifier. So it appears we only have 3 cars, and that's why there's a Chicago shootout with only 3 cars. Well, you can afford to do it. It's a beaut car, this. Really reliable. TFX 521. Oh. Oh, no, well, he didn't do much of a burnout, so... Oh, well, it's a solo run, so... he's only racing against himself. But he'll want to keep it. His dial win the 660. You see, these blokes might be, sort of foxing, because his best run to date has been a 7.212 at 175. Now he's dialed in at a 660, which is half a second. Oh, get it. Wow. 364 light. What does he run? A 687. A 687 on a 660 at 200. 200.38 miles an hour. Sensational run there by Bruno Madajasevic. Runs straight as a gun barrel too. You get the back end bogs down, and then the torque twists the chassis around there a bit, but nothing that Bruno couldn't handle. Okay, our next round, our next group is Top Gas. And now we have Alicia Teal in that jet black Holden HQ, running a Chev 383. She's dialed in at 11.43, up against Stuart Gatt from Fig Tree in the Chevrolet Camaro, big block Chev 496, 10.75. Alicia will get the handicap start. Now, if all things being equal, these 2 cars, if their drivers are both right on their game, the idea that you have a handicap start is that they're supposed to finish at the same time. Red light, automatic win for Alicia Teal. You'll see the lights down there flashing on the timing boards, but she's going to drive it out the back door. Runs 11.47 on 11.43.